folks. So this is the second of my surgery series vlogs this week. I turn 2 years post-top surgery today. Amazing. It's been a big week for me. 3 months post-op lower and 2 years post-op top. Incredible. So I had top surgery with the amazingly wonderful Mr Andrew Yelland at the Nuffield Hospital in Brighton on the 27th of November 2013. He is amazing. As I say in all my videos, I highly recommend him, highly recommend his team. Absolutely wonderful care and attention to detail, and he's incredibly sensitive to our unique needs, which is what you need in a surgeon. So I'm over the other side of the room because my 1 year post-op video was done here, so I wanted to kind of do it in the same light and try and compare the two. It hasn't really changed that much, I don't think, over a year. I think the biggest kind of progression of healing was done over that first year. Then by a year my scars were quite white, and I think over this last year what's happened is two things really. One, the scars have continued to whiten, and two, I've got extra hairy, so that's always helpful. So this is my chest at 1 year post-op, and this is my chest now at 2 years post-op, and exactly as I say, it is very much that. The hints of hair that were happening here at 1 year post-op have just now developed into a rug. I have got the starts of a hairy chest. It's, you know, like on the edges of rugs, the fancy rugs, they have like that kind of like fancy frilly edge thing. It's kind of like that. This was just literally a valance sheet for a while. It was just like this line of hair, but then the rest of it caught up. This is 2 years post-op, and as you can see they are definitely whiter, but more than anything the disguise of the hair really helps. I shall stretch up to show you them as well. I'm very, very pleased, and I think what will happen from here on really is just continuing to whiten and more rug if Drew doesn't hit me with some wax while I'm sleeping. I get a lot of lovely comments from people about how my chest has healed, and people ask for kind of advice about post-op care. And I'd say just really, you know, you've got to place your recovery at absolute centre of everything as much as you can to give yourself the space and time to heal. My post-op care very much was a really strict massage regime. It's massage that does scar the world of good more than anything else, and I'll link a video as well about top surgery massage that I made. I think that's bigger than anything. I mean, you can use Calicoat or another kind of silicone treatment on the scar itself, and there's a lot of evidence out there to show that it really helps, but it's actually massaging those scars that do the most work in flattening a scar, helping it to lighten, helping to break down scar tissue, so I really recommend that. And above all as well is a really good diet. Of course post-op you want to have a treat and what have you, do that absolutely, but around that make sure there's lots of fruit, lots of veg, lots of water. I drank lots of green tea as well to help kind of like detox the body from the anaesthetic. Loads of protein. I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so I'm kind of quite hot on my protein anyway, but make sure you get excess amounts of protein when you're in recovery, because that obviously helps everything to heal. And vitamin C, I swear by. I get the dissolvable vitamin C tablets. You can get them with zinc as well, so I have those, a couple of those a day, and I just rest, just take the time to balance yourself out. Do little things, little walks, because exercise helps, gentle stretching helps, but balance that with good rest. And I'm a great believer in meditation in helping with recovery as well. Obviously kind of doing sitting formal meditation after surgery is not very easy, so there are other ways you can do it. There's loads of meditation tapes you can listen to. It's been shown time and time again of the effects it has on the body of meditation, and I really do believe that makes a big difference in all of my recoveries. You know, I'm recovering really well from lower surgery, and I believe that again is due to kind of the meditation and the ability to kind of step back, recognise what you need, take care of yourself, send positive messages to your body. It does all help healing. You know, it sounds all a bit tree huggy, but you know, there's a lot of evidence out there to show that it does actually work, and it does definitely in my life. In terms of everything else, I discussed having some kind of nipple anxiety, but that's gone now. I was kind of having to get used to having nipples show through my clothing. I think because I've worn a binder or a sports bra for so many years, suddenly having nipples show through clothing kind of hit me and made me kind of quite dysphoric and think, oh God, you know, because you associate nipples with being female. Well, I did. So kind of over time getting used to them poking through clothing, it's just, you know, I'm okay with them now. I think they are a little bigger than your average cis male. The kind of nipple, not the areola itself, but the actual centre nipple is bigger than the average cis male. But I'm not concerned now, and they're not sore anymore either, so that's always helpful. So yes, I have embraced the nipple, I love the nipple, and I'm freeing my nipple. In terms of sensation, you're not supposed to get any, but I do have sensation in my nipples, I absolutely do. It's hard to say whether it's sexual sensation, because I never really had them touched before and had anything other than wanting to vomit from them. Whereas now when I'm touched, it's always sexual. That's just hormones, I guess. But yeah, I definitely do have sensation in them, and they do react to hot and cold. I had some numbness kind of around this area of my chest. That's all gone now. It's all back to life and completely fine. I can only make a small criticism if I have to make a criticism, and I don't really feel it's one. It's that where my scar goes round the sides here, I do have a slight little teeny tiny dog ear. I think this one is kind of the more prominent, but when my arm's up you can't really see them. You can, if I just put them down slightly, you can see this here. That might be just the fact that I'm carrying a little bit more weight than I once was. And also where I had the hematoma and the binder, the pre-op binder, was too tight on me, it cut in and left marks here. But it's certainly not something that bothers me, but I do like to point out the good and the bad, so that's done. But overall I'm not bothered. I love my chest, especially now it has a rug. It's always good. Not really much else to say, I don't think. If you want to see the progression over the year, I'll link you to my Tumblr blog, and there'll be a slide at the end which shows you a link to my Top Surgery playlist, and on that you can see the progression of the pictures throughout the year. You can see the actual hospital experience as well, and you can even see the staple removal where Mr Yelland, laughing his head off, took the staples out my nipples, which was quite fun. Yeah, and any questions regarding Top Surgery, just do drop me a message, either in the comments below or on my Facebook page as per usual. Always happy to help. I will see you on Sunday with a question and answer vlog. And if you have any more questions for that, get them in quick before I finish it and upload it. Thanks for watching everybody, take care of yourselves and happy Friday. Bye bye.